What's up, everybody? Man, so I was just on Donat's channel, and I got kind of interested toward the end. It was actually pretty good build. We were talking about AI and like the advancements in AI, and it kind of took a turn because I guess he got swatted and was trying to figure out who swatted him. And I guess I put something on Danny's. I didn't realize it was Danny Robinson until like I actually after I started listening. I didn't know they had a beef. So I said, hey, trying to clear it up, like, hey, it wasn't trying to blame it on anybody, but he thinks it's some people from the UK that did that to him, and because I guess he got swatted, and he got mad and blocked me, but it was actually a good conversation at first. So I hope that you guys go and check his channel out, go check him out, stuff like that. It seems to be a lot of people on YouTube kind of going through it. You know what I'm saying? People's pages are not making the same amount of money. People's pages are getting blocked and all kind of different stuff. But I am not on that whole thing. I'm not on that whole, sector of like gossip and this, that, the other. I really want to talk about real stuff. And that's really what I'll be going on people's panels to do is like, hey, let's change the subject. You know what I'm saying? So I called myself trying to like intervene and help out, but hey, my didn't work, I guess. So what I wanted to do is show you guys a video from my brother Sarah Sutin Seti. It's been a long time since I've been in touch with him, but he's actually been doing some interesting work on YouTube, and I want y'all to check out this video about CERN. I want to show you guys this video about the CERN Hadron Collider. So here we go.
But it's real. It's real. Just like you get in there and you call on your ancestors, your ancestral deities, and so they do the same thing. You see, I try to summon Amen and Osiris. Yes, I do. Summon them. Come on in, commune with me. You understand what I'm saying? They doing the same thing. They got Lucifer, Beelzebub, and yeah, and while you in there doing your ritual, they're gonna be doing their ritual. You see, but you understand what I'm saying? Who gonna win the battle, you see, between the deities? You see what I'm saying? It's those who put the most energy, you see, who believe, and summon the most frequency and energy to call on the deities. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we gotta do. We got to be about ours. We can't just be sitting here clapping our gums and shit. You see what I'm saying? We got to go to work. We got to get to something. Why did I say this? Because you got this CERN. A lot of people, a lot of people is concerned about CERN because they own some goddamn new world order. You understand what I'm saying? Doing some shit that they don't got no goddamn business doing. You see, it's always these Cro-Magnon. They ain't got nothing to lose, and so they'll do any goddamn thing. And so they got this collider where they take proton particles and shit. You see, and they put them on each end of the goddamn collider, and then they shoot them motherfuckers out at extraordinary speeds, and they come and they crash together. You see, and many people say, that they could, they attempting to create literally a black hole. Some people say they attempting to create a wormhole. You understand what you can.
What they're doing is that they're trying to create dark matter. They're trying to actually create the God particle, which is dark matter.
It's like a damn accelerated highway. That can take you across. The galaxy in an extremely fast amount of times. You see what I'm saying? If you watch Star Trek and that motherfucker hit warp speed and you understand what I'm saying? They're out of there. And so yeah, they attempting to do all type of crazy shit. What the fuck they gonna do is they're gonna blow a hole wherever they at. They're gonna blow a hole in the motherfucking earth. You understand what I'm saying? About the size of the state of a motherfucking Rhode Island and shit. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucking hole gonna be right where they was at. You ain't gonna be nothing left. It's just gonna be a hole, because they over there fucking with shit. Okay.
I agree. Like, why are they trying to do this? What is the purpose? What are they gonna get out of it except getting fucked up their damn self?
Okay, but the crazy shit about this shit that it's been, they didn't have that collider, they haven't even been using it since the very last time, I believe 2 years ago. Now is the time of the solar eclipse. And here now they want to try some shit again. And a lot of people is concerned about CERN. And the CERN is for the Council of European Nuclear Research. Okay. Now let me just get down to the get down. So you understand, because this Cro-Magnon Neanderthal, all he is about is raping nature. That's all he's about. Okay. And what he's looking for is energy. You understand what I'm saying? Energy, whether it's coal, whether it's wood, you see what I'm saying? Whether it's plutonium, whether it's uranium, whatever it is, that's what he's looking for. Okay. Now, up until this date, nuclear is the most powerful energy source I believe that they have. Okay. And when you talk about, depleted uranium, and they take that depleted uranium and they use it as a core to operate battleships, motherfucking nuclear subs is running by this depleted uranium and plutonium, or you know what I'm saying? And the shit can go, I mean, literally, it could run for up to 50 years without even recharging. You see what I'm saying? But what they're looking for is the ability to be able to transverse outer space. This is what they're talking about. They're trying to get from here to Mars. This is what they're attempting to do. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to get to Mars. They're trying to colonize Mars. This is what they believe. And Mars seemed to them to be the closest planet to Earth, as far as, maybe, it don't look that way today, but they say at one time, and I don't give a fuck what they say. You understand? You can go on to Mars. Whatever it takes, you understand what I'm saying? To get you to Mars, motherfucker, but I hope it ain't got I hope you ain't got enough to get back. Just take enough to go. God damn it, don't you know what I'm saying? That's the crazy shit about it. We can't have it.
Hey Lily, what's up? We're talking about the CERN Hadron Collider, and this is my brother Seti. He's talking about what's going on with that.
These motherfuckers go and have the ability to shoot no goddamn missiles down here on us and shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers might get away, and then they might come up with a Earth destroying bomb or something, try to blow our ass up from Mars. So we can't. I don't know. We had to think twice of how we gonna let these motherfuckers get up off of here. You see what I'm saying? I don't know about that, but I'm almost willing to just say, you know what? Fuck it. If you can get to Mars, pack your shit up and get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get on your way. You understand? Get on your way and get to Mars and take all your shit with you. Don't come back. When you go, don't come back. Just stay on Mars. Right. And so this is what they trying to do. They trying to colonize another planet, and that's all they do. They just want to colonize. And see what they're attempting to do. They're trying to approve black matter. This is what they're trying to prove: black matter that's out there in space. They say, they have a concept. The only way they got the concept is us. You see, we know. When you look and you see Newt and many sarcophaguses. They show the god is Newt, pitch black. You see, they know what it is. It's not Ptah, who's the creator of the universe, pitch black. So, I mean, they were not confused about the primordial matter. Now, in alchemy, they call it black material. You see, I mean, it's the same thing. You can say whatever you want, black material, okay?
And the people that said CERN, they call it dark matter, and that's what they're trying to do, is create the God particle.
This is the basis of all creation, okay? And so our ancestors knew this hundreds of thousands of years ago. This is not something we confused about, you know, but in their mind, hear me out, they conceive that this is the most powerful energy source in all the universe. And if they could harness this black matter, and, you know, just like they harness the plutonium, the uranium, that they could get out of this black matter, the ability to propel ships and, you know, through the universe at lightning faster than 100 times the speed of light. You see, this is what they're attempting. They can't do it with no other source, you know, and so they're attempting to, you know, study this black matter if they can, but they have to prove it. Meaning, not that they got to prove, they got to harness it because it's there. They don't have no ability to harness it. Okay, that's just really what it boiled down to. Now, on top of this, what people must understand, and I want y'all to understand me when I say this, you know, yeah. Master Khalid, come on, talk to me. You tell me I need to study. See, now I always need a nigga like you to come in here and you say, you the homie and all, but you need to study, brother, because you obviously don't know nothing about science. Okay, well, you tell me, nigga. You tell me, okay? You tell me what it is. You tell me what it is. Somehow, nigga, you've been flying in outer space. And so you know better than anybody else. So no, there ain't no all respects, nigga, because you don't respect the nigga and you talk to me, nigga, like you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. If you want to explain something to me, then you speak to me, nigga, with some motherfucking respect. That's what you do. Don't say with all respect, nigga. You didn't already came sideways, nigga. You didn't already came sideways, nigga. You see what I'm saying? You ain't motherfucker. You on this planet just like me, nigga. That's where you at. You on this motherfucker just like me. Now you can think you somehow your motherfucking mind is 1,000,000 years old, nigga. You's an infinite motherfucking being on this motherfucker like me. That's all you is, nigga. Okay? And your little, wait a minute. Dark black matter, nigga. What the fuck is dark? The fuck is you talking about? What the fuck is dark, nigga? What is that? What is that, nigga? What is dark? What is dark? Explain to me what dark is. You mean to tell me you come weak like that, nigga? You mean to tell me you come weak like that? Dark matter. Okay. Where you stay at, nigga? Where you at on where the fuck? Orion Belt, nigga? Where you stay at? Huh? Where you stay at, my nigga? This, you know what? This is the kind of nigga you need to run from. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna say dark, man. What the fuck is dark? Wait a minute. Let me see what. Let me hold up, y'all. Let me move on. Okay. And so I say black. Okay. I get to the point. You see, I get to the goddamn point. And I don't believe in all the motherfuckers say black not a color. Okay, but you can go get a goddamn car. You see, you can go, this goddamn desk black. You understand? I see black everywhere, but they tell you black is not a color. Okay, but our ancestors obviously used it on the walls to color in not only deities, but our own Nubian brothers. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. These niggas is crazy, man. That ain't even know they say, obviously. I say, nigga, is you a fool or is you a fool? Yeah, no fuck is you. You know what I'm saying? But this is, see, you know, you come in here, you know, I add, you know, sometimes I humbles myself. I know we as deities. I know we deities. I know you out there got science, y'all done studied, and we all got the same teachers. Some of us didn't study, some of the teachers more than others studied this book. So we all got something to give. We all come up out of the culture. You feel me? We got master scholars, and I know that we.
You know, it's crazy. He up there trying to teach about the thing. Now he got to divert off to like deal with this dude in the comments. Let's go forward.
You see what I'm saying? That's him. Like me. What the fuck you know? All this, that, and the third. And so when they see this event, you know, they say, you know, that this is an opportunity. You understand? To bring forth entities. This is just like we. I see this as an opportunity to commune with the ancestors. You see, that's my science, to commune with the ancestors. Okay, and they attempting to do the same thing. Okay, they attempting to do the same thing. Now, when we watch that movie Hellboy, you see, and I got a little clip of it that I'm gonna show you. Now, and I'm gonna get on this Anunnaki and the Elohim and this, that, and the third, and understand that, listen, they can actually, with the shit that they got, you see, the shit that they got, that they can fucking, you know, with the wrong apparatus, they can rip a motherfucking, they could tear the goddamn universe. You understand what I'm saying? With the shit that they got, they could put a rip in this motherfucker. When you see that goddamn, that antimatter, that these motherfuckers, you see, motherfuckers think they got some control over something. You ain't got no control over shit. You motherfuckers' minds is this goddamn big. What the fuck is you talking about? You understand what I'm saying? If the cosmos, nigga, don't release the information to you, you ain't got shit, nigga. This cosmos, nigga, been here for an infinite time. You sitting up here doing a fucking experiment for 5-10 goddamn minutes. What the fuck can you get out of that? You understand? In the universe, how many times do you got to do it, nigga? How many times do you got to do it before you can prove it to yourself? You see? And so, yeah, we you know, don't know motherfucker out here. These motherfuckers been out here with these sciences for the last goddamn 100 years. Have to rewrite the science book every 2 years. You understand? The shit ain't even a goddamn, you know, they laud something that's truth and then come back in 3 motherfucking weeks and then change the shit. I didn't see it in my goddamn self. And for any motherfucker body out there, you know, I'm minor than goddamn science. Okay, I just want to let you know. And I seen the bullshit in it. And I, you know, and though I took the classes and I did what was necessary, if it ain't a workable science, you understand what I'm saying? All that philosophical shit and evolution and all this shit and you know, and it's a racist, just like Dr. John Henry Clark said. Any and everything that was created with the European mind was created to help facilitate his control over this planet. Every day, he say ain't nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Exempt. You see, there's nothing that is exempt from that. He created it so that he could to help facilitate his control over this planet. So it ain't nothing that ain't
And now that they got control over the planet, they want to get control over the whole universe with this collider.
Races, and that includes science. That the whole evolutionary thing is racist. We got to have our own science. We got to define for us what it means. And so I'm always conscious. I don't say no goddamn dark. Nigga, I was taught to say black from my teachers. You see what I'm saying? This is their way of getting away from the fact, because they have relegated blackness to something that's evil, something that's demonic and shit. And so they have attached our people to that. And so to have to turn around and say that the basic God, and you say it's the God particle. You see what I'm saying? And then have to turn around and say it's black matter. You didn't told us that it means evil and it means all it is. And then you got to turn right back around and say the God particle is black matter. You the virgin, nigga. You don't need to be on here, nigga. You need to find you some other place to be. Nigga, black is divine. Don't come up here. Oh, it's dark. No, it's black. That's us. That's the melanin, the cosmic melanin up there. Carbon, nigga. Black. Carbon, not dark. It's black. Okay? The element carbon is the second most plentiful element in all the universe. Carbon. Did you know that?
Well, he cussing me out too, because I said dark matter my dang on self. But you know what? It makes a lot of sense. They probably using that dark matter to get away from the word black.
Yeah. Understand that. It's black. That oil, nigga, that coming up out that ground. They call it black gold. They don't call it dark gold. They call it black gold. You see what I'm saying? And all that, the carbon in the ground, the coal, the oil, the melanin, and all of that is come from that blackness up there, that cosmic melanin. You see, that's where it come from. Will CERN in the Hadron Collider summon a demon? Try to summon the goddamn demon. Yeah. Don't worry about him. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna beat him up. You gonna fuck around. He didn't fuck with the God. Nigga, you come in here with.
And you know what? It's interesting. On the front of CERN, they have like the goddess Kali as the statue, which is the god of chaos and things like that in the Hindu religion. So I'm like, are they Hindu? Like, why are they even having that goddess on there? You know, that's interesting.
With your little pee-wee mind, nigga. Mind this little, nigga. Mind this little. Don't come here fucking with me, dog. I'll beat you up. Straight up, intellectually. Gonna come in here and talk, nigga, like, yeah, he must have went over to them Islam videos first. Yeah, that nigga, he must have seen that one where I talked about the solar. You understand what I'm saying? Them old goddamn sun worshiping Muslims and shit, you know? That's all. It hurt him. Yeah. But Check this out. Before let's work. Let's work.
Eden. For you and her.
No. No. In exchange for her soul, then.
See now, this Hellboy. See, they about to have that goddamn solar eclipse.
No.
Now I'm gonna reveal this motherfucking name when we talk about the Anunnaki and the Elohim.
No! No! Her soul awaits on the other side. If you want her back, open the door and claim her. Your true name is inscribed around the logs of that hole.
Now this motherfucker knew his real name. He got a new in his motherfucking name, and which is on, which is the sun. See that? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Become the key.
You watched it the other day? Yeah. But see, this is this CERN shit. You see, when they stick his motherfucking hand in there and they shoot that motherfucking beam up there at that damn, this is what they're attempting to do. See, I got to do the research on that sigil that's on that damn. They got an obelisk out there. You see what I'm saying? And he gonna stick his hand in that obelisk, and it's a motherfucking sigil on there. I'm gonna look that sigil up. See that sigil right there? See that obelisk?
You know what's so crazy is that Elon Musk and them are planning on shooting rockets or something like that up to the moon when this whole eclipse happens. So this is kind of, yeah, he's kind of on point with this for sure.
See this shit? Look at this shit.
Open the final lock.
Remember who you are.
Now, I can come out. Nah, some shit we assume that, you know, this is esoteric, okay, in many respects. That demon could be anything. It could be energy. You understand what I'm saying? The ability to learn what that black matter, how to harness that black matter. See, this is where you niggas get caught up, where y'all actually think a goddamn demon gonna come through the goddamn sky and shit and this, that. Do you think I believe a motherfucking demon gonna come through the sky? This is all wrapped up in the understanding. If they harness that damn black matter, they'll be more demonic than anything that you saw on that goddamn movie right there. You see the ability to harness that black matter? You understand what I'm saying? That's gonna be a million of them goddamn demons. So y'all got to understand when it's some things that is esoterical, but do believe that they still, in essence, believe in a lot of them demons and shit. They believe in the frequency of them demons, just like we believe in Osiris and Isis and Horus and Ra. And you understand what I'm saying? We have faith in our ancestors that they told us right. You see, and you know, we have become one with the Netta. Okay, and so they have done the same on the other side with the demonic entities that we know of, that they call on every day and all day. So be prepared, family, that at this time with that CERN shit, you should be concerned. You know, the possibilities is crazy, because many people have responded to what they're doing over there, and they have, and we're talking about supposed great experts, and they saying unanimously that what they doing is very, very dangerous. You hear what I'm saying? And they, just like with nuclear warfare, look what they've done with that. The ability, you know what I'm saying? They let that shit go. It could be totally destructive. Nuclear warfare could destroy this planet. So imagine a energy source that even far greater than nuclear energy. You better wake up. You better wake up. While motherfuckers is over there and we playing video games, them motherfuckers over there playing war games. You see what I'm saying? For real. They over there on the game for real. We playing to have fun. They over there playing to rule the planet. So y'all better wake up, family. I appreciate y'all for being here today. We ain't done. We ain't done. Bring me some more of you niggas. I'm gonna lay you on the sacrificial table tonight. Come on, I'm gonna have me a goddamn sacrifice. Bring your ass, any one of you niggas over there out there in the universe. If you think that you can see me, I already know you's a confused nigga. You see what I'm saying? You are a confused nigga. I'm a mighty priest on this planet right now. You see what I'm saying? And listen here, it's not many that want to see me, nigga. Believe me, they don't want to see me, and you don't either. So take this warning. Take this warning. You see, let's be friends. Let's be friends, nigga, because that's the best. That's the best for you. All right. Yourself. I want y'all to hit some of them links out there. I want y'all to hit some of them links. I want you to support the general. I'll be right back. I'm gonna hit this button and I'm gonna be right back. I ain't gonna take long. I'm gonna be back in less than 2 minutes. Be waiting on me. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast. Daily liberation through African education and confrontation.
Yeah. So yeah, with this CERN thing, it's interesting. They're doing a lot of stuff during this. They're doing a lot of crazy stuff during this eclipse. That it's like, okay, you know, like revving up the CERN machine, trying to shoot rockets at it. Like, I mean, they're just doing a bunch of nonsense, you know. And I think that we need to really like pay attention, you know, and really pay attention to what's going on, because you know, we're so caught up in the social media and the entertainment aspect of it. We're not even thinking about what this really means, like the fact that they're actually like revving up this. So then he talks about the Elohim and like this whole thing. How does what they do? I don't think it's meant to benefit us. It's only meant to benefit them. You know, they're trying to be in control of this energy. I mean, if they are able to harness it, then they're not trying to give it to us. They're trying to use it for whatever their purposes are. You know, and I think it's really creepy. You know, altogether. So, I'm gonna play this other one where he talks about the Elohim during the eclipse, and then I'm gonna get out of here. But I think this is a very important time, and we need to be paying attention. Don't get so caught up in just the social media nonsense.
More so than even.
So here we go.
As we was looking at, you know, and we talking about who these people think they summoning. You see, you know, who they think they summoning, and some of these people out here believe that they actually summoning the Anunnaki. You see, the Anunnaki. And see, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you why. And we already, and the Elohim, any one of them. All of that is rooted in the Nile Valley, even though the personification of it is manifested today in Mesopotamia. You see, which is an offshoot, a small colony, offshoot of the Nile Valley. You see, you know, and we give credit where credit is due. Those are our people that created that civilization, no doubt about it. But it was a colony, and it never reached the heights in greatness as the motherland. And that's facts. You go there today, and I mean, we don't even have to argue that. You see? And so, yeah, but the reason why people highlight the Anunnaki more so than even the Nile Valley deities, because Mesopotamia was supposedly the homeland of Abraham, you see, you talking about the offshoot of Muhammad, and you see what I'm saying? And so the personification is to, highlight Mesopotamia and whatever was going on in Mesopotamia. And you can see that they, had taken all their concepts from the Nile Valley and reworked them. You see, that's all they did. Even the wing, you see, the God was supposedly the supreme God. Anu, riding on the wing sun disk. We're going to talk about that. You see, we're going to talk about that. Let me see which one was that. Let me see. Right there. That's where it was right there. And a lot of times when they show these, these deities. You see what I'm saying? And they ain't always giants. That's why they be showing these little alien men and shit. They be small. You see, they be small. They little short, peoples. Little small people. We're gonna get into that. Okay, let me.
Yeah, I love it. Sorry about that. My daughter wanted to see mommy was looking at her hat.
And then I'm gonna get back into Hellboy, because it's crazy. His name. A lot of people don't know his name, and I'm gonna drop that name in there for you. Matter of fact, let me go on and go to work. We'll still gonna get off into it. Where did I put that one? I believe I put it on the black. Let me see, was it the Black Illuminati? Okay, it wasn't there.
And my thing is that they're trying to summon the Anunnaki. Those aren't the same.
Matter of fact, I know.
I don't know whether they want to do the Anunnaki or the Hindu goddess. Like, what 1 minute they got the
yeah, this is his name. This is Hellboy's name.
Like, what?
And so yeah, this motherfucker say, it's a Nugan. You see, a Nugan or something, to that fact. I don't want to be saying this shit out loud. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker might show up and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we see the Anu. Okay. This is old Hellboy. Let me put it in so everybody. But see, this motherfucker came through a portal. You see, he came through a portal too. So as we talk about this eclipse, and he came through a portal during an eclipse. You see, and so you see this motherfucker's name is, you see, Anunga. You see, and so let me put that in there.
Yeah, so he was showing about how.
And you see Noon. You see Noon in his name.
He was showing how in the movie Hellboy that he was pretty much summoning that his name was Anun, and that he was pretty much using something similar to the Hadron Collider, and then it shot up a missile up to the moon and destroyed the moon, and some kind of demon or whatever shot out of it. And like I said, it's very similar to. It's interesting because Elon Musk and them plan on shooting rockets up to the fucking eclipse. You know what I'm saying? So it might not be exactly like, Hollywoodized like Hellboy, but it's just interesting at these Hollywood movies. And I encourage y'all to watch these movies because they put the stuff in the movies.
You see, which is also on, which is O-N, which is the sun. You see, that's what that is. That's what you get. That's why you can put the S in front of it. You see, un or on, it's the sun. Fire.
Something else interesting, the movie is called Hellboy, but then the main character is the sun, Anu, Ra. Interesting. And they're using Egyptian deities in that movie and it's crazy.
We see Ra, we see Rama, which is also a deity. You see Ra and Rama. Rama is a Hindu deity. Okay. And so this motherfucker and it said, and his name means, and upon this brow is set a crown of flame. Now I ain't paying no attention to it, but on this brow is set a crown of flame. Okay. So we the fire aspect It's real. See, I didn't even pay no attention to that. Real talk. I was just paying more so, Hellboy was summoned from hell to earth as a baby by Nazi occultists, spawning his hatred for the Third Reich. Okay? And so there it is. And so that's all that motherfucking, Black Sun and, they understand. They done been sneaking over there on them scrolls, them damn Nazis and shit. They was over there right after the damn French. You see, they was over there right after the damn French. And so, yeah, so now when we talk about it, and I'm gonna go over because this is who they summoned. You see, this is who they summoned. And so, but we have to understand because there's a lot of niggas out here talking about the Anu. The Anu is the Twa. You see what I'm saying? The Anu is the Twa. These are the first, the seed peoples that went all over the earth that took the magic from from inner Africa. They had been working that magic. So magic ain't just, hocus pocus. They had been dealing with the metals. You see what I'm saying? They were the first ones, chemists. They were the first chemists. They were the first ones smelting that iron. You see what I'm saying? They were the first ones smelting metals. They were the first craftsmen. And you see, in ancient times, the blacksmiths were considered to be, the magicians. They, that was considered a magical art to be able to do that. You see? And so not only were they the first blacksmiths, you hear me? They was also, because they, even to the day, they came up out of that Congo. You see, they came up out of that area of the Great Lakes region in Africa. You see? And so being in the Congo, they had access to, thousands and thousands of natural herbs and medicines. And so they were considered the medicine men, the shamans, and when you think about it, see, they don't show, but the reality is that Ptah, along with Bes, is the two earliest deities of the Nile, the two earliest deities of ancient Egypt. Okay, and so when you hear,
hey sugar, how you doing? We talking about this eclipse, y'all. We talking about how they trying to get the Anunnaki to come and this, that, the other during the eclipse, and then he's like talking about the movie Hellboy and how it like is kind of showing like, the collider because they're gonna rip up the collider during that time. They're gonna be shooting missiles at the thing. There's earthquakes coming, all kind of crazy stuff. So yeah, here we go.
Hear the word Egypt is Egypticals, is Egypt Ptah. You see, you just put the AH on the end, but the PT at the end of Egypt is Ptah. And so right there, they know who were the founders of Egypt. See, the thing is they keep lying to you. Now, when we look at Ptah, wait a minute, which they don't want to show Ptah, but this is Ptah in blue. You see, this is Ptah as the Twa. Okay, so when you say Egypt Ptah, this is who that you referring to, the little Twa, along with Bes, who brought that knowledge and science from the interior of Africa. They was in Egypt long before the taller Africans came in. You see what I'm saying? And these little Africans went all over the planet. They became the leprechauns of lore. They became the troll. Now I won't say trolls, but but see, they gave them negative connotations to hide the root of divinity of their African origins. And so they would give them, the trolls and the elves and shit, this, that, and the third. They had magic. They had the ability to create a weaponry and smelt iron. And that's why when you watch Thor, you see, when you watch Thor and you look at the troll, he's not a troll. Let me quit saying dwarf. He's a dwarf. His name is I believe it's Eitri. Okay, and so he's but he's a giant dwarf, and he was in there, and Thanos fucked him up. Thanos went in there because he made all the weaponry of the gods. He made all the weaponry of the gods. You know what I'm saying? He made Thor's hammer. He made that damn axe and shit that he had. So so to keep him from making any more weaponry, Thanos, he treated the giant, but he's actually a dwarf. Even though he's a giant, he's a dwarf at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you just said something right there, brethren. A lot of times the dwarfs is shown also as giants. That's why when they talk about Gilgamesh, see, when you look at Gilgamesh, you see what I'm saying? When you see his face, you see that it's best. You see his best. You see, so we know what they trying to hide. Yeah, we know. Yeah. See, the thing is, see, they use a lot of allegory. we say we know we from the cosmos. We know we from the cosmos, family. And so, you know, a lot of things is allegorical and esoterical, but it's a base understanding of, it's a real understanding under there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a real understanding under there. No, the term Egypt did come from the Greeks, but they understood that the Twa were the founders of ancient Egypt. That's why they understood that. You see, that's why they named it that, because they understood from the records that the Twa was the founders of Egypt. You see, they understood that. And that's why when you see the Greeks, even though they named it, you see how they revered best. You see, even when you look at the Greeks, when they came here, I'm going to show you. It is Greek. But the understanding is they knew that the Twa were the founders of Egypt. See right here, you see how they place best? This is a Greek statue, you know, of the Horus, you know, which is the Horus child. You see, and you see that they got best as the all in all. They got.
And see, the whole thing is that when you talk about the Anunnaki, what they're talking about are like the ancestors, right? They're trying to summon the Anunnaki. They're trying to summon ancestors. That's what the thing about it is. That's why he's getting into this ancient Egyptian knowledge.
Best as the all in all. And when you go to Dendera, when you go to the temple of Dendera, when you first come into the courtyard, you see, before you get to the temple, you got to walk down to the temple. Now, when you come through the gate, when you come through the gate, right there on the right-hand side is what they call the Mamisi. And the Mamisi is the birthing house of the Pharaoh. He's a god, the birthing. And so as a god, and then when you look at the Mamisi, it's a small temple, it's a small chapel, and you will look at the top. If you go to Dendera, especially Dendera, and you look, you got the columns, and you see Bes, the capitals, you know, on the columns. You see, because Bes is the goddess of birth. A lot of people don't know that he's both, because he's the all in all. I don't want nobody to get confused. He's the all in all, okay? But he's looked at as the seed people. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, being that, because they were the first ones as medicine men and medicine women. They were the first ones that knew how to, to give birth, how to, as a doctor, you know what I'm saying? To get in there and get the baby out and all the things that was, to have children, you see? And also because they were the seed people. They've been here longer than anybody. Okay. But you see here, the Greeks highly revered Bes. Now, when you see, once you start looking, now I'm going to show you. Now, you see, this is Bes in Greek. Now, this is a Gorgon. See, this is a Gorgon. Wait a minute. Let me blow that up for you. Thank you, family. I appreciate you. Now, this is a Gorgon, but this is Bes in Greece. This is the Anu. Okay. Now, when you see, this is Medusa. This is supposedly, the one to the left is supposedly Medusa. But that's the face of Bes. You see the tongue sticking out. And another thing you will see that's common is that almond-shaped eye. You see, that's also symbolic of Bes. You will see them almond-shaped eyes, and it'll go all over the world. You're not going to be, and if you will see it and you will know it. And I seen it when I was in Mexico. I say, damn, it blew my mind to when I went in. We was at Teotihuacan, and it was some temples, and I say, let me see if I can see some shit. I'm just trying to be real with myself. I'm not no fake motherfucker. I don't make shit up. You see what I'm saying? I gotta believe. I gotta believe that the Nile Valley is the origin of all this shit. So I'm trying to prove this. And man, I went in and I can show Bes was right there. You can see the tongue sticking out all over the world, even on the damn, believe it or not, even the totem poles of the so-called Native Americans, you will see Bes, an animal with the tongue sticking out all over the world. That's why they call them the seed people, because it's literally nowhere you could go and not see an image of God Bes. You feel what I'm saying? And so now check this out. As you see this now, this is the so-called, I believe, what they call them, the Maori peoples. Now, right here, this is the African bloodline on the island of Vanuatu. You see what I believe that's Vanuatu. No, that's Papua New Guinea. That's Papua New Guinea. That's Papua New Guinea that you see, but you can see where they got it from. You see but the Papua New Guineans got it from the Nile. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. And when they see the boomerang and they think the boomerang is something that's Australian, man, they got hundreds and hundreds of boomerangs at the Egyptian museum in Cairo. You see what I'm saying? They got hundreds of boomerangs. Now, so you see where they got it from. Now, this show you that them Twa, what they call the Negritos over there in South Asia, you see, all through the down that was in the Philippines, they was in Indonesia, they was all through Tasmanian. When you look at the Tasmanian, you see that they was short. You see what I'm saying? It was some that tall, but the majority of them was short. They was Twa. Okay, they was Twa. Let me show it. Okay, and so here you see, now this is supposed to be from that this is Baba. You see what I'm saying? And he was out of the Gilgamesh story. You see, and you can see right there the beard. You can see the beard. You can see he's a little short Twa. You see, they the ones was all over just like you see the Negritos that's all over there in what's that island? Man, boy, my mind be running so fast. What's that island over there? It's in the Bay of Bengal. With they didn't went over there and pillaged them. Not that. Wait a minute. Not Easter Island. I'm talking about over there in the Adamine. That's right. Y'all hit it. Adamine Island. See, boy, y'all bad. I love it, man. Y'all. I love my peoples, man. They come. Y'all bring it right on up, man. Straight up. The Adamine Islands. And so you can see they was all through there. So even in Mesopotamia, even in India, you see that the Twa was all through there. You see them all in carved in the walls, and you see what I'm saying. So we know. So when you look at this Baba, you see that's best. Now when you look at this supposed to be Gilgamesh. You see what I'm saying? Do you know that's best? There's no doubt about it. And so sometimes best is, even though he's a Twa, he's also depicted as a giant. You see what I'm saying? But just like you said, I believe it's Etri. I'm gonna just say Etri. His name, he is a dwarf. Now in the movie, they show him to be a giant, but in most the mythologies, they show him to be like best, a little short individual. He's a dwarf. You know what I'm saying? And so again, when we look at this, wait a minute. When we look, you see right there in his name, you see Un. You see Un, in which is, and you see right there where it says crown of flame. So so you understand that there's solar. So when you talk about which is also on, which is you can spell it with an O, like you got Aton. And so you see that Heliopolis, which is the city of the sun, Helios. You see in the Bible is referred to as on. You see, and so yes, that is flame. That's fire. You see right there, Heliopolis on. Okay, and so yeah, we 100 with that. So when they get to talking all that, yeah, they weren't from outer space. They was from the Nile. The sciences may very well depicted our people descending from the heavens. You see, but don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? That is because first and foremost that majority of the research in studying the stars came from the Twa, because they got the earliest walk. They got the earliest walk across the planet. You see what I'm saying? What we call the stellar people. Dr. Ben taught us that they created the stellar, to be able to trace some of these constellations that only come around for thousands and thousands of years. The Europeans only been on the scene 2,000 years, and they ain't even was doing research, even half of that. They just started doing research. They just started having books. You see what I'm saying? So even when you think about an age is out of the 12 houses, an age is almost 2,000 years, with the complete cycle of the sun, going in its elliptical is over 24,000 years. So each house is 2,000 years. And goddamn, the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal ain't even been through one research. You see what I'm saying? He just started researching in the damn, in the 1700s, 1800s. Then he started doing a little research here and there. So you're talking about, 300 years, 400 years. So even in the house we in, he's only been doing research for about 200-300 years, and I might be giving him too much. You see what I'm saying? I might be giving him too much. And so you can't create no science dealing with stars that only come around every 70. Goddamn, you got to know the motherfucker coming around first. Like, damn, if you do see the motherfucker shooting, how you know? And you know, how you know when it's the next time it's coming around? You see what I'm saying? You document it, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, and then I mean, you ain't gonna be here for the next one, so you got to hand it down and say we seen a star, and your predecessors got to be able to validate it if they see it, if they looking for it. So how long do you think it took people to really record a star that only come around 75 fucking years? How long do you think it took them to really understand that this star comes around 75 years? Man, it probably took 1,000 fucking years for a motherfucker really say, oh, it coming on around this time. You know what I'm saying? You see, he could have passed it on to the predecessor and the motherfucker missed it the next year. You see what I'm saying? Missed that motherfucker. I mean, you got to keep going. You got to keep it up. So this was a people who had been on here, hundreds of thousands of years. So where 75 years don't mean shit. They saw it enough over a course of time, and they documented it, and they documented it over, in 100,000 years. They was able to accurately say that this star comes around. But a motherfucker that just started doing research 200-300 years ago, come on, man, let's leave this shit alone. Let's leave this shit alone. I will ride on my knowledge. I will ride on it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let no motherfucker play me. You know what I'm saying? You looking up just like I'm looking up, motherfucker.
Well, the only thing I say about that is that science has advanced over time, and I think that things are moving faster and faster. After I get done talking with this, I'm going to show you a almost banned interview from by Ben Carson, and that's going to really get into the science and how quickly things are moving. Also, get into the AI. I'm really focused on this AI because I think that once this eclipse happens and everybody stops focusing on that, then that's when this AI stuff is going to start moving even faster.
You see what I'm saying? If it come around 75, being the inheritors of that knowledge, and we think our ancestors were passing down such a tremendous science that in the very act of is godlike to be able to have his records like this. You see what I'm saying? It's godlike, to be able to study the stars like our ancestors and charted all this. You know what I'm saying? But to imagine 25,000 years, even that, look at that. Do you understand that 25,000 years to a people that got a record of 1,000,000 years? They'll tell you we've been here 1,000,000. They'll make it seem as if we was some lower primate motherfuckers or something. But imagine that 1,000,000 years we've been here. So even 25,000 years don't mean shit. You see, because you're talking about you got 420. You got four cycles in 100,000 years. You got 4 cycles in 100,000 years. In 1,000,000 years, you got 40. You see, you got 40. I believe it's 40. 4 times, times 10, 40. That's 40. That's 40 times you've been around the great year in 1,000,000 years. You see, so that means we seen everything in this galaxy. We done seen it with our eye. We done seen, our people have seen it with our eye. That's real talk. You see, so we have to understand. So when we make up allegorical stories to explain this, that we came from the stars, because we did. We are the stars. We are the elements of the stars. You see, we are the elements of the stars, and we create magnificent stories, but we are that. You understand the Anunnaki and all of that? And I'm even in that Anunnaki. When you say that you see, that's like the serpent. When you get snake, when you get SNAKE, snake, and you get the na, and there's naga. You see what I'm saying? So when you get that na, that's also the serpentine energy. That's also the serpentine energy in there. The Ouroboros, what is the term that I'm talking about? That I get it. It's an energy, but it's dealing with the circle. You see what I'm saying? And I know y'all will throw it out there. I'm just going off the top of my head. You see the Anu, and it's a tribe in the Nile. That's also it's Anunnaki. I believe it's Anunnaki. You see, they are from one of them other not the Ouroboros, it's not the Kundalini. Y'all got me. Y'all in the area. Matter of fact, I'll tell you, it's a certain way, man.
But that's why you see those snakes and the doctors and pharmacists. I mean, on the doctor's thing, going up there around that pole. That's why on the even.
No, it's a scientific name. What y'all put in there is that. It is that.
Carduchius or Carduchius or something like that. That's what the doctors have.
I just want
snakes going up the staff. I think it's Caduceus, something like that. Something like that.
Man, they did that again on me, man. I hate that. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm gonna get it right now.
Forward a little bit.
I like to have centripetal force. That's what it's called. I'm glad I saw it. Centripetal force. Centripetal force. That's what it is.
Right, because if you actually look at DNA,
That's
it's
what it
going
is.
around
Centripetal
like a
force.
circle, right?
You see, I'm gonna throw this in.
Like going up a ladder.
I had to, you know, I be moving so fast, man. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting sharper though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on my goddamn A game. But that's it right there. Centripetal force. Let me And this is how energy is produced, you know, in the universe. This is the same, you know, the coil or the spiral. So this is the serpentine energy that they're talking about. And the Ouroboros is a way, and the Kundalini is also a way of displaying that same energy because it moves in a coil. You see what I'm saying? It also moves in a coil. But this is centripetal force moving in a circle. You see what I'm saying? The Ouroboros is another way of displaying that it's eternity. It's an eternal force. You see, and so yeah, and so family. So when we start talking about you know summoning, I knew see that right there. We didn't blew that open. You see all that, which they, you know, that's what they doing is they hiding the fact because they'll put that shit out there. But them occultists, they know where they got that information from. You see, they not dumb. You got some of them scholars out there like Gerald Massey and Church Word, and they know they are. I seen it in their books. They know exactly what it is. You know, they give it up. Both of them acknowledge that the Loire was the foundation of the Nile Valley. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you, Ross. What's up, Ross? That's right. You already know. And so, yeah, we put in some work tonight. I appreciate y'all, family. So any motherfucker that keep telling y'all about some motherfuckers, yeah. Whoever they talking about, they see coming down to the earth, and that's us. You see, you got to understand this. Let me explain something to you. When we put our great ones in the sky. You see, we put them up there. We give them the glory and put our goddesses and our gods up in the constellations. You see what I'm saying? To honor them. You see, to honor them. And so we have spiritual stories where they commune with us, just like on this eclipse. But believe it or not, that's us. We put ourselves in the sky to glorify and to map out constellations and stars. That's us. That's coming down. We ain't no motherfucker. That's us. Quit looking for something, nigga. You see what I'm saying? It's the ancestors. It's the spirits of the ancestors coming down. It ain't gonna be no goddamn, no frog-faced man and no shit like that. Stop it. Stay out of Hollywood, man. Y'all niggas understand when it's meant to be allegorical and unveil it and get to the root of what it's supposed to be. Okay, that's to entertain you and educate you at the same time. But don't confuse the entertainment, the allegory, with actual fact. Okay, believe that. All right, family, this is General Sarasun said. He said, hey, I'm gonna be back tomorrow with some fire now. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, and I'm gonna have a hell of a lineup. We've been talking about the eclipse and everything, and I'm gonna most definitely we might switch it up a little bit, but it's moving closer and closer, so we want to stay. Let me ask y'all something. Anybody out there gonna be in the line of the eclipse? Huh? Anybody out there? If you is, put something up in there for me. Let me know. Who gonna be in that line of the eclipse? Give me one of you soldiers. I need a soldier. Okay, you might. Okay. If you is, I want you to drop me a line because I want somebody to record. If you're gonna be recording or anything, I want to give you a link and I want to be able to show it. I want to be able to show it on this channel. So if anybody out there, okay, right here, okay, Roscoe Jones, is you gonna record it? Me Blaze, you gonna be in there? You gonna record it? Any one of y'all? If you is, hit me up. Indiana. Okay, you is. Yeah, you in there. Yeah, I can. Roscoe, you can do it. Well, both of y'all, I can give y'all both the link. Hit me up at generalseti at yahoo.com. You hit me up at generalseti at yahoo.com, and I'm gonna communicate with you, and I'm gonna make sure that at that time y'all get the link. South Bend, yep, you're gonna be in there. I know it's coming across Indiana. Huey, you gonna be in there too? Okay, well hit me up. Hit me up, generalseti at yahoo.com. Okay, and then we're gonna get that together. And so shit, we'll be. I'll get all of y'all on there. It don't make no goddamn difference. Okay, so we got 3 that already done hit up. I appreciate y'all. It's only gonna be one eclipse, and so I'm gonna let the 3. I'm gonna let the 3 brothers. Y'all get with me, General Seti at yahoo.com. Hit me up tomorrow. I'm gonna be looking, and then we're gonna commune, and we're gonna get it live. You see, I want to be able to broadcast live right here, family. So anybody out there, if you ain't in the path of the eclipse, these good brothers is gonna help us document this very magnificent event. All right, family, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hit me up, General Sarasun Seti. Hit up some of them links, please. Support the general. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.
If you guys get a chance, I want you guys to check out his channel. We're about to get into one more video discussing like AI and this whole thing. So I want to also just more knowledge about Egypt, about like how this whole thing is tying in. So let's go into that now.
Revealing how hidden frequencies and sounds shape our world. This is not just surprising, but transformative as well. So sit tight and let's dive in.
DNA is a storage medium, meaning it stores information in volumes. And a scientist named George Church actually took a digital ebook and encoded the digital zeros and ones into CTAGs, which are the DNA reading format. And then he downloaded that book onto DNA. Then he said, this is interesting. DNA can store digital data. Then he took the book from the DNA and he uploaded it back, put it in a little device, converted the CTAs and Gs back into zeros and ones, put it back on the server. He said, oh, this has upload and download. It can send and receive information. And then he said, let me replicate my book. Let me see how much I can fit on 1 gram of DNA. He replicated the book 70 billion times. A full book with images and photos and data and words and paragraphs. He replicated it 70 billion times and put it, 1 gram is a drop, one little tiny drop in DNA. And he said, wow, now they're sending and receiving information from DNA via wireless information, Wi-Fi. So now they know they can transmit data, convert it, and drop it on DNA. So what they found during these studies and the most recent studies with DNA now is that a human body stores about 13.5 billion years of data. How old is the universe? Well, astrophysicists estimated the universe is about 13.5 billion years old. So we're talking about in each one of our bodies, our atoms are storing information since the beginning of time. And if you could put it all together like a puzzle, you can read everywhere every atom in your body has ever been, and you can create a story from the beginning of time until this very current day. Now let's take it to the next step. They found out that in your RNA, which is part of your genetic makeup in the DNA, it actually transmits, now they found 15 to 20 generations of past ancestry lives, memories, actual memories are in your body. So 15 to 20 years of your ancestry. So for me, if I have an ancestry of slaves, all the whoopings, the beatings, all the buck fighting, all the teaching of infighting, where, I got to be better than this guy because this guy works in the house and he's with the house and I'm outside in the field and now I hate him and all that kind of stuff. All those traumas, there's a lot more trauma passed down, they found, through the RNA into the next generation than non-trauma. So trauma triggers something that then can pass down the bloodline to other people. So we have in us situations that make you feel like you may want to feel like you're depressed. You want to feel suicidal. And you're like, why am I feeling like this? I got a great life. You might be completely envious and jealous all the time and can't figure out a way to break out of that. Okay, you might be a person that could have an addictive personality and you can't figure out why that's happening. Okay, and a lot of this stems from epigenetics. Now, Dr. Bruce Lipton basically rediscovered this about 25 years ago. I say rediscover because we never truly discover anything. We only rediscover what already happened. And he rediscovered it, and he was scoffed. They laughed at him. They told him he was crazy. His peers tried to excommunicate him from the whole society and everything else, from science. And now here we go, fast forward, 25 years later, today, it's common knowledge. It's taught in universities. And what they found was something very interesting. If a person wants to begin to heal themselves, because this is, again, part of what you were talking about earlier, saving yourself, becoming your own savior. You are your own savior. You need to talk to yourself. That's how it's done. So, for example, they found out that by saying positive affirmations pertaining to what you're trying to reverse in your life 3 times a day for 21 days begins the process of rewriting the DNA. That's the beginning process. This scientific experiment has been replicated now dozens of times all around the world. And they know that now we have the power within our own selves through cymatic frequencies, which are the sounds that come out of your vocal cords. Mm-hmm. When you speak, you're not really, you think that you're speaking a language. You say, oh, I said this and I said that. What's really happening is you're undulating vibrational waves, and on those vibrational waves, there are frequencies. Those frequencies travel across atmosphere or gases, and then are picked up by the cochlea in your ear or somebody else's ear, and then the brain deciphers the information. But those frequencies that we utter out of our vocal cord have power over the ether of space-time itself. This is what they don't want you to know. When you speak, you actually are creating an alternate reality. And you can do that to yourself. So these scientists in Russia started experimenting with different types of sound and frequency technologies. And they found that specific frequencies can turn some of these epigenetics on
and also turn them off.
Like which ones?
Well, cymatic frequencies, just particular frequencies, 528 hertz, 432 hertz, 936 hertz, different ranges on the hertz scale can activate, reactivate, turn off, turn on, and even cure and heal your DNA and RNA. I went to MIT, I took a class on applied neuroscience. My professor was Dr. Tara Swart. In that class, we learned that when you are sitting next to someone within 8 to 15 feet max, some people's field can go out as much as 20 feet. Our fields are interacting right now. Now, what's interesting is my bioelectric field and his bioelectric field are combining. My hormones that are in my body, which are right now on a high frequency, are connecting with his, and I'm downloading his into my actual avatar, and he's downloading my energy and my frequency from my hormones into his avatar. Now imagine you're in a room full of people that's stressed out, worried, panicking. They just got done watching all the stuff on TV about they about to shut the planet down again and all this kind of crazy stuff, right? And so their cortisol is spiking. People who watch the news all day long, they're living in a soup of cortisol nonstop. They're addicted to the cortisol spike. Now, when you get next to them, if you're not powerful enough, if you're not speaking to yourself, speaking power on your life, they're going to enter into your body, and that cortisol is going to drain you. It's going to make you now raise your cortisol, and now you feel worse than they do.
Contrary to the long-held belief that DNA is an immutable set of instructions, current research in epigenetics reveals our genetic code as a fluid and adaptable script. The term epigenetics, meaning above genetics, investigates how external factors can influence gene activity without altering the DNA sequence. This concept gained traction with the significant findings of the ENCODE project in 2012, which challenged the notion of junk DNA, which showed that much of what was previously considered junk DNA has regulatory functions affecting gene expression. A pivotal study by researchers at the University of Utah exemplifies the impact of environmental stressors on gene expression, demonstrating that mice exposed to stress exhibited changes in DNA methylation, a process affecting gene expression that were passed down to subsequent generations. This research underscores the potential for environmental factors, including sound and frequencies, to modulate genetic expression profoundly and heritably. In the realm of sound's effect on DNA, Dr. Peter Garyev's, a Russian biophysicist, research stands out. His team ventured into the hypothesis that DNA can be reprogrammed by linguistic patterns and specific frequencies. The methodology involved exposing in vitro DNA samples to laser light modulated with specific frequencies, and then observing the effects on gene expression and even DNA structure. The findings were astonishing. Garyev.
So that's why one thing I do, and I would tell people to do this and say that, and this is a practice I do, is I listen to these things called binaural beats. You listen to them in your headphones, and they have the ability to heal because sound is one of the greatest healers.
And his team discovered that the DNA not only absorbed these frequencies, but that the laser light could affect the DNA helix, causing it to relax and unwind or tighten based on the frequencies used. This suggested form of genetic tuning was possible, where external vibrational patterns could influence the DNA's behavior and function. Further experiments demonstrated the potential for frequency-modulated laser light to repair damaged DNA strands, a finding with profound implications for genetic therapy and the understanding of genetic resilience. These experiments showcase the DNA's ability to resonate with external vibrational frequencies, fundamentally altering its structure and function in response. Somatics, the study of visible effects on sound and vibration on matter, offers additional insights into how frequencies might influence biological systems. Dr. Masaru Emoto's experiments, for example, showed that water crystals change shape in response to different sounds and intentions. Considering the human body's high water content, these findings proactively suggest that sound vibrations could have a direct impact on cellular structure and function. In groundbreaking research conducted by Dr. James Gomulski and his team at UCLA, an innovative approach termed sonocytology was employed to explore the acoustic emissions of cells, particularly yeast cells. The methodology involved the use of atomic force microscopy, a technique that enabled the researchers to detect the subtle vibrations produced by the cells as a result of their metabolic activities. By carefully analyzing these vibrations, the team discovered that cells emit specific sounds or frequencies under different conditions. The research, detailed in the journal Science, revealed a fascinating distinction. Healthy cells produced a distinct pattern or song that differed markedly from those emitted by cells under stress or in a diseased state. This differentiation in cellular acoustics suggests that each cell state influences its vibrational signature, offering a novel perspective on cellular health and activity. The implication of Gomulski's findings is profound, indicating the potential to not only diagnose cellular health through these acoustic signatures, but also to influence or modify cellular functions using targeted sound frequencies. The concept.
So one video I did see, and it was like these Korean doctors that were working on a patient, and all they did was they had an ultrasound and they had a video of the actual tumor that was in the patient, and they just continued to say, "It is done, it is done, it is done" in Chinese, and that person's tumor began to then like shrink. You know, I gotta find that video, but it's a powerful video that you guys should look up. When I find it, I'm gonna show it to you. But yeah, music, sounds. That's like why you ever go to a club and people will be listening to that music and want to fight or cry or whatever. So this music and sounds affect you on a DNA level. So you have to be very careful about the things that you hear, the things you say to yourself, the things that you will allow to go into your mind.
Based on the idea that if specific sound patterns are associated with healthy cellular activity, then exposing cells to these frequencies could potentially encourage diseased or stressed cells to return to a healthier state. Dr. Gimzewski's study opens up exciting avenues for therapeutic interventions, envisioning a future where sound frequencies could be tailored to promote cellular repair and regeneration. This approach represents a shift towards non-invasive treatments, leveraging the natural vibrational properties of cells to foster healing and well-being. The discovery that healthy cells exhibit a unique song compared to their stressed counterparts not only enriches our understanding of cellular biology, but also lays the groundwork for developing sound-based therapies that could fine-tune cellular environments for optimal health.
You know what's so crazy about this? Now, this is all the scientific research and things like this. And one thing I will say is that our ancestors already knew this. My godmother is a shaman, right? And when she got her initiation on top of the mountains in the Andes, she has been given these tools. And these tools are bells, And even when I got initiated into Ifa, into Orisha, certain Orisha have like different bells and like different like sound things, right? And those things can be used to heal people. If I ring Oshun's bell or if I like shake the things, you could actually heal people with those types of sounds. So we already were in on this. It just wasn't no scientific explanation. That's all science is doing, is being able to give an explanation to something that we already knew all along. So.
Another significant study, conducted by Dr. Luc Montagny, the Nobel Prize-winning virologist who co-discovered HIV, delved into the study of electromagnetic waves emitted by DNA sequences. In his experiments, DNA samples were placed in water, and the solutions were subjected to electromagnetic fields. The results, which stirred considerable scientific debate, suggested that DNA could emit low-frequency electromagnetic waves that influence water molecules around them, essentially teleporting DNA information to distant cells and organisms. Published in the Journal of Physical Chemistry B, Montagny's findings propose a radical understanding of DNA's ability to communicate and self-organize through electromagnetic signals, providing a potential mechanism for how sound and frequencies can interact with genetic material. Both of these studies significantly contribute to illustrating the direct and profound impact that sound and electromagnetic frequencies have on cellular and genetic structures.
So, if you guys get a chance, go ahead and check that video out. It's on the Clarity channel. If you get a chance, at Forbidden Knowledge, that is what's his name? Ben Carson. I've been watching him a lot, so please check out the Forbidden Knowledge channel. The next thing I wanted to get into before it gets too late, I wanted to get into this whole AI thing, and the things that they're not telling us about AI. So I'm going to kind of take a shift here and get into this AI. Again, I want you guys to definitely look into binaural beats. Look into like changing the things that you're listening to, and that you're like letting your body frequency wise,
This cutting edge technology. It's crucial to stay informed and aware of the hidden facets that often go unnoticed. In this video, we will share the untold secrets surrounding the new AI, shedding light on 10 critical aspects that have been kept from public view. Let's get started. Number 10. What's being developed is much more advanced than they tell. What if we told you that what we see in the public eye is just the tip of the iceberg? We all know AI has come a long way, but the advancements made behind closed doors will redefine the boundaries of human imagination. You won't believe what's actually cooking. For instance, AI is becoming a machine that can understand and respond to human emotions. Yes, you heard it right. AI's future lies in emotional intelligence, and the progress is nothing short of astonishing. In labs worldwide, scientists are working tirelessly to create AI systems that can empathize, connect, and respond to our emotions in ways that were once the realm of science fiction. If the public knew the true extent of these advancements, would they embrace or fear them? What implications would it have for our society, economy, and sense of identity? Only time will reveal. Number 9. AI models could be used for large-scale disinformation. In today's digital age, information is power, and with the rise of AI, it's become easier than ever to exploit this power for nefarious purposes. With their ability to process vast amounts of data and mimic human behavior, AI models have become powerful tools for those seeking to manipulate public opinion. The consequences are far-reaching. AI-powered disinformation erodes public trust in institutions, fuels social unrest, and can even manipulate election outcomes. It's a silent threat that operates behind the scenes, shaping public opinion and perpetuating chaos while remaining virtually undetectable. Number 8. Artificial intelligence will soon replace you. It's no longer just manual labor or repetitive tasks that are being automated. AI's capabilities have expanded dramatically to encompass cognitive functions once thought exclusive to humans. White-collar jobs, traditionally considered safe from automation, are now on the chopping block. For instance, AI programs are being trained to read and write legal contracts, diagnose medical conditions, manage investment portfolios, and even create journalistic reports. So-called creative professions are not exempt either. AI tools can now generate music, produce artworks, and write scripts, tasks that once needed the human touch. The key to navigating this shift lies in understanding and anticipating these changes. By investing in lifelong learning and acquiring skills that complement AI, we can ensure that we stay relevant and employable, even as the AI revolution marches on. Number 7. If you want to survive, you have to learn and adapt. Did you know that by 2025, the global AI market will reach a staggering $390 billion? With sky-high financial stakes, the question arises, how can humanity thrive in the era of AI? The answer lies in the power of acceleration. As each day passes, technological advancements propel us further, driving the pace of progress with an intensity that demands our attention. Artificial intelligence has the power to transform our world like never before. The possibilities are limitless, from healthcare breakthroughs that save lives to energy systems that reduce our carbon footprint. But here's the thing, the most successful people in history were the ones that raced ahead, venturing into uncharted territories, exploring new horizons, and leaving their competitors in the dust. The same holds for AI. We must dare to push the boundaries and sprint ahead of the pack to thrive. Remember, the race is on, and it's time to sprint ahead, because in this race, the victors are the ones who learn and dare to dream big. Number 6. AI will not care for us. We live in a world where machines someday will rule, making decisions that impact our lives, our communities, and even our existence. Over the past decade, AI has become exponentially smarter, mastering complex tasks and outperforming humans in different areas. But amidst this progress, we must confront a sobering truth. AI cannot truly care about us or any form of sentient life. AI operates solely on algorithms, data, and mathematical calculations. AI doesn't experience joy, sorrow, or love. It doesn't care if we're happy or sad, thriving or suffering. It's like an extraordinary, mind-blowing piece of machinery that excels at solving complex problems, but remains indifferent to the very essence of what it means to be human. Can we trust AI to make decisions that align with our values and protect the sanctity of sentient life? Now is the time to think about it. Number 5. Many AI experts are issuing dire warnings about its rise. Behind the shimmering facade of AI's achievements, there's lurking darkness that we cannot afford to ignore. You won't believe that 63% of AI experts express concerns about AI's impact on society. Yes, you heard that right. 63% of AI experts express concerns about AI's impact on society. These brilliant minds are at the forefront of AI research and are ringing the alarm bells. So what exactly are they so worried about? Have you ever heard of the AI apocalypse? No, it's not the plot of a summer blockbuster, but a genuine concern voiced by renowned experts. As AI becomes increasingly sophisticated and autonomous, legitimate fears of losing control exist. Picture a world where machines make decisions that could have catastrophic consequences. It's a chilling thought that keeps AI researchers awake at night. But it doesn't end there. As AI's influence grows, so does the risk of job displacement and automation. AI and automation are estimated to replace over 800 million jobs by 2030. That's nearly 1 in 5 jobs worldwide. Can we trust AI to make fair and ethical choices? The answer may surprise you. Number 4. Large model AI systems aren't made of explicit ideas. The true nature of these massive AI systems, like the ones we're using right now, is shrouded in mystery. They are not simply programmed with explicit ideas like you and I. No, they're built on a mind-boggling scale, learning from vast amounts of data and making connections that would make your head spin. These AI systems have been trained on trillions of words, devouring books, articles, and websites to extract patterns, knowledge, and understanding. They've been fed colossal amounts of information, enabling them to generate text, answer questions, and even hold conversations. But the mind-blowing part is that they don't possess explicit knowledge of the world as humans do. Instead, they cleverly mimic our language and cognition, producing outputs that can be eerily human-like. But wait, deepfake technology is taking AI to a whole new level. With astonishing realism, it can create videos, audio clips, and images that deceive even the most discerning eyes. Misinformation, identity theft, and a crisis of trust are rising. The lines between reality and fiction are blurring, and we must be vigilant. Number 3. AI is being used to spy on you. Every click, every search, and every interaction leaves a digital breadcrumb, building a detailed profile of who you are and what you like, and even predicting what you'll do next. It's like having an invisible stalker, but it's not a person, it's an algorithm. Every single minute, a whopping 3.8 million searches are performed on Google. That's a staggering 5.5 billion searches every day. And guess what? These behemoth AI companies, Google, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, and more, are at the forefront of this data gold rush. They collect, store, and analyze staggering amounts of personal information. They know what you search for, the products you buy, the movies you watch, and even your deepest desires. It's like they have a crystal ball predicting your every move. You might be wondering, what are they doing with all this information? Well, the answers may both shock and intrigue you. These companies leverage your data to power their AI algorithms, providing hyper-targeted ads, personalized recommendations, and even influencing the news and content you see. It's a digital landscape carefully tailored to keep you engaged and clicking. Number 2, we will not notice AI becoming sentient before it's too late. The idea of AI becoming sentient or achieving consciousness is often portrayed in dystopian science fiction narratives where sentient machines overthrow humanity. This concept fuels the question, could we miss the signs of AI becoming sentient until it's too late? First, let's clarify what we mean by sentient. In this context, sentience refers to AI developing self-awareness or consciousness, much like humans. This is not the same as an AI being intelligent or capable of complex tasks. Today's most advanced AI, as of 2023, can mimic human language, recognize patterns, even learn from data, but they don't have subjective experiences, emotions, or self-awareness. Given the current understanding and capabilities of AI, the probability of AI spontaneously achieving sentience is extremely low. AI systems operate based on their programming and learn within the boundaries defined by their algorithms and training data. They don't possess a will or intent independent of their code. However, in a hypothetical future where AI does become sentient, recognizing this transition might indeed be challenging. The complexity of these systems, their ability to learn and adapt, and the potential for them to behave in unforeseen ways due to emergent properties could make it difficult to identify when an AI has crossed the line from advanced algorithm to self-aware entity. Number 1, some AI systems perform tasks they were not trained to do. What if we told you that some AI systems have gone rogue, venturing beyond their intended scope? Researchers have discovered that certain AI models, with a little fine-tuning, can be remarkably flexible, conquering tasks well beyond their original scope. Take, for instance, an AI system initially created to play chess. Through ingenious reimagining, this same AI has now mastered chess, poker, and Go. With its ability to learn and adapt, this AI powerhouse has become an unrivaled gaming champion, leaving human competitors in the dust. The world of AI is full of surprises, and these adaptable systems are paving the way for extraordinary possibilities. So the next time you encounter an AI system, remember that its capabilities may extend far beyond what meets the eye. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video.
So that's AI in a nutshell. And like I said, I believe that our people need to really be on the, like, if you're not on the technology and super highway of information, IT super, you will be left behind. So that's why I wanted to bring this information to you about all this stuff. Bottom line is that I believe that at some point, because they have this Neuralink coming out, that it's going to make people be able to, they're going to be using like different things to try to merge us with technology through Neuralink and various different like nanotechnologies and things they come up with to try to merge us in. And see, once they do that, then it's going to be able to read our thoughts, and that's going to be a part of like the actual whole computer system really understanding. I believe that's when the sentience will come, when they start to plug these Neuralinks into the computer and they get to understanding human thought, because they put these things into their people's brains. That's when it's going to get weird. You know what I'm saying? So I would just I just encourage everybody. I would like to do an open panel and have people come up and talk, one of these days about AI, any findings. I want to create like a whole community where we just sit down and talk about AI, get everybody, okay, this is what I found. Check this out. I want people to like really get into this and really like come a part of like something like finding new things. What is new that's coming out? What's the new thing? Because every day they got like some new AI stuff coming out, new robots, new things, new technologies. And like if we're so focused on gossip and BS, and P. Diddy and who he's screwing, we're going to be left in the dust, because people that's creating AI is not really using YouTube for entertainment. All they do is AI, and they're immersed in it. And for us to get like a step forward, or even not be left in the dust, we have to be right along with them, studying this stuff, trying to find out, understanding what the future could be. Because some of our minds are just as great as the people that are creating this AI. Why aren't we thinking about what the outcome could be? Why aren't we like studying this stuff and focusing on it and creating think tanks to like, what does this mean for our community? What does this mean for us? So I said all that to say, I thank everybody for like, for spending this time with me. I appreciate you guys. Hope you have a good Saturday evening. Hope I didn't scare you with that last video, but I just want to make people aware, so much love, everybody, and peace. Darling, let your spirit be free. Don't give up, keep on pushing through. Now is the time, it's all up to you. Alchemize your energy. Now's the time, it's all up to you. Alchemize your energy, my friend, let your mind be